Hey. So, uh, told y'all this last shift. It's a big shift. Big shift. Um, like what I'm seeing right now, it's like a spiritual picture, like a spiritual energy, right? Just sweeping across the whole earth, right? And as this spiritual energy sweeps across the whole earth, right? A shift or shifts are happening, right? Every time it happens, okay? Some are smaller than others. Um, Others or are huge, okay? And you can feel them by intensity, okay? Um, you're gonna be able to hear a lot clearer, okay? I've said this before already, okay? But it, it's gonna be on a level that's, beloved, it's gonna be on a level that it's going to, I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's gonna blow your mind, okay? And we have to learn to stay out of our heads, okay? We gotta learn to stay out of our heads, stay out of our brains, right? That doesn't mean be absent of thinking, right? It means stay out of our heads, as in, instead of relying more on what to do, right? Who you are logically, right? Um, Even intellectually, rely more on your spirit. Okay? I saw 234 on my timer. Rely on what your spirit is telling you, because what your instructions are, okay, what and where you are guided to, your spirit already knows. Okay? Your spirit already knows. Okay? So a lot of things that you have questions to, right, in your life, about your life, okay? You already know. This is why the saying is to go within, right? This is why it's so important to have time alone, right? Why do you think the world wants everybody to always be on the rush, on the move, right? The hustle and bustle, just to feel like you're missing something here or you're missing something there. Always thinking so much about the future or the past, right? And not living in the moment. The key is to be in the moment. To be in the moment, okay? Prayer, number one important thing. Prayer is the number one most important thing, okay? Second thing, be in the now. Be in the now. People are so focused in the world on tomorrow, okay? Or yesterday. So much so that they're not living in the now. You get what I'm saying? 432 on time. Thank you, spiritual guide. Hold on. My bad. Hold it. See, the This is why God says, be ye separate, right? Because what's in the world? Distractions, right? There's a distraction everywhere you look, right? The world gives you, oh, thank you. I can hear you guys so clearly now. The world gives you false importance, okay? It gives you illusions, okay? It's like a mirage in the desert, okay? What you think is important, right? What you think you need, or what you think is imminent, those things are not, right? They're not. Look at from the outside looking in, okay? It's those who are never still, okay? Those who never have time by themselves, okay? Those who always have the feeling or the yearning of having to have a group around. People that can never be alone, okay? This is all a distraction, right? The world telling you that you need an entourage, or you need validation, okay? Or you need this, you need that, whatever it is, okay? Everything that you need is within you. Everything external, okay, is optional, right? It's separate from you, okay? Like literally everything that you need is within you. Everything. Everything. That's harder to understand if you have not been through these shifts, right? Now, the earth is shifting regardless, okay? People, right, are not necessarily shifting, right? Not everyone, okay? Those who are not aligned, they're not shifting. Everything around them is shifting, but they are not, okay? See, like it says in the word, like, you know, the world, will pass away, right? Things in the world will pass away, right? But God's words will never pass away, right? Spirit is life, right? The spirit doesn't die. You know what I'm saying? So it's like those who are not aligned, right? Meaning shut off to God, to source, right? They're attached to the world, right? So the things in the world that pass away, these people are connected to those things in the world, which initially, will fade and pass away, right? Now, we all will pass away eventually. That's not what I mean necessarily, right? And in some instances, it is that 10-10 on a timer, right? Um, but as in for people like, let's say, for example, people that are in a lower vibrational frequency, okay? People that operate down here in fear, anxiety, hatred, okay? Envy, jealousy, greed, those type of things, okay? It's like they get swept away with those low vibrational type of things, right? Because they're not letting those things go, right? They are not looking at the traumas that they carry. They're not looking at the things that need to be dealt with or faced or looked at, okay, in order for them to be let go, right? Remember I was saying a couple of days ago, right? It's like taking a chisel, right? And you're taking that chisel and you're chiseling away. Let's say you're like a tunnel, right? You're chiseling away the trauma, right? And as you're doing that, you're knocking this trauma is dead weight. You're knocking this dead weight off, right? The more you look at, the more you face, okay? The more you stop being afraid of, okay? You're chiseling it away and it's making you lighter. And what happens when you're lighter, right? What happens to a balloon? It floats, right? So when you're lighter and these things aren't, these heavy traumas, these heavy things aren't, excuse me, these heavy things aren't weighing you down, what happens? You ascend higher. 12-12 on the timer. You get what I'm saying? You ascend higher, right? These negative energies that are in the world, okay, they keep people afraid of change. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Thank you. On the spirit, I'm on the money. Thank you. They keep people afraid of change, right? When really change is nothing to be afraid of. It's not. It's not, right? What is naturally scary about change, okay, is the fact that it's unknown to you, right? It's different than how you've been known to operate, than how you've been taught to operate, right? Um, so, in that, I would call that the natural fear of change, right? Everything outside of that is just external forces making you fearful of that change. Okay? Hope I'm making sense here to some of you guys. These low vibrational things, right? Whether it be acts, substances, thoughts, emotions, okay? Some of it, while in it, may feel good to the flesh, okay? Right? But after you take part in those things, so to speak, you feel worse than you often did before, right? And what happens? You have to feed the flesh again, right? In order to feel that momentary satisfaction, okay? I'm hearing all this literal, okay? So initially what it's doing, it's killing you slowly. It's killing you slowly, right? And what you think is dealing with it right? Because that is dealing with it, but it's dealing with it in a negative way. And so what you're doing is you're feeding it. You're growing a dependency upon it. Okay? That's also adding fear to that change. You get what I'm saying? It's like a whole bunch of things stacked up on each other, right? Then here come all these fears. On top of the natural fear of change, right? Which is just difference, something different, right? That's natural fear of change. It's different, okay? Unknown, right? And then here come the unnatural fears. You get what I'm saying? The unnatural fears. It's natural to be fearful of change, of things that are unknown, things that you're not used to, right? But anything outside of that is an unnatural fear. It is an unhealthy fear, okay? A fear that will keep you stuck, paralyzed, okay? Now, those of you that you understand what I'm saying, and I know you do because I'm getting the confirmation within my spirit that you do, because you're going through it yourself, right? Now, the way that I'm speaking right now, okay, the way that I'm explaining to you, right, even though this is the way that I've always been able to explain and break down, right, you can notice the shift in me, can't you? You can notice the shift in my communication style, can't you? This is the shift that's happening, the ascension that's happening, okay? Now, the world wants subservience, okay? The world wants, the powers that be want subservience, which causes disconnection from God or from source, or whatever you want to, top dog, okay? God, right? Because if you're subservient to man, you cannot hear God, right? You cannot hear your divine guides telling you what God is saying, or God himself, right? This is what these distractions allow, okay? This is what the fear mongering that the powers that be use to control the masses allow, okay? This is what deception allows, okay? And everything outside of the spectrum of God. All right? Now, those who are aligned spiritually are fine, okay? Are absolutely fine. Because everybody's connected and everybody is getting the same signal, right? We're getting the same. It's like I don't really don't want to use that example because the world and technology, the world and technology taking over, the world, but it's like a computer, right? It's like one computer, right? With all these different connections. Okay? All the same information is coming from the main computer, right? Which is God. Okay? And it's transferring to all of us, right? We are connected. There's no separation. Everything is connected. We are all connected. Why do you think that the saying is divide and conquer? Right? Division equals what? Division. Okay? That's why it is better and it is apparent that we come together, not get further apart, right? Not allow the powers that be to cause division between all of us. Okay? So, I'll leave that. It's what, 20 something, almost 21 minutes. I'm trying not to make the videos that long, okay? Because I know a lot of people's attention span isn't that long. But those of you who don't have a long attention span, start stretching that out, okay? Because that's another thing too, right? You need to develop patience, right? And me of all people, I'm telling you, I'm still working on it, but I used to be such an impatient person. Such an impatient person. Let me tell you, God had to sit me down and you know how many delays I've had over just the years, and but I've learned, right? I've learned patience a lot, and I'm still learning it, right? But I am in a way better place of patience than I used to be. Way better, right? I've got that worldly rush out of me, right? Mostly. It's still coming out, right? But that's what the world employs, rushing. You get what I'm saying? It's a distraction. Rush. Everything is in divine timing. Okay? Everything happens in the right timing. That's why I say there's no such thing as coincidence, because if there was such thing as coincidence, it would mean that things happen for no reason at all. Okay? I don't believe that at all. Everything in creation has a reason. Everything that is here, that is created, has a reason. Right? Things that happen in our lives, there is a reason for every single thing that happens in our lives. There are no mistakes. There are no, do we make mistakes? Yes. That's not what I mean. I mean, there are no mistakes in the things that happen in our lives. Everything happens exactly the way that it's supposed to happen. Everything. Right? Romans 8:28. All things work together for the good of them who love God and those who are called according to his purpose. Everything works together as it should. When it should. How it should. You know what I'm saying? So, if you think that, something happened in somebody I'm talking to right now, you think that some things happened in your life that weren't supposed to happen? Wrong. They were. They happened exactly the way they were supposed to happen. Exactly the way they were supposed to happen. Right? You are in exactly the place that you're supposed to be. Learning the lessons that you're supposed to learn. Okay? This is something that passes people up, that people don't even realize that we're here to learn. We're on earth to learn lessons. Every 2, 3, 4, 5 on my timer. Every single day is a day of lessons. Every day of our lives, we're learning lessons. We're learning things. We're not just here just to be here. You know what I'm saying? Right? The world and things in the world are a distraction from this. From us knowing this. From us realizing this. Right? Why do you think they have the world on a timeline such as to be born, right? Learn how to walk, go to school, right? Go to college, right? Get married, go have a desk job, get old, retire, and die. That is not how life is supposed to go. It is not. It is not. That is such an empty existence, beloved. That is not how life is supposed to go. That's dull. Where's the wonderment? Right? Where's the imagination, the fantasy, not fantasy as an illusion, okay? I mean the wonderment, basically, is what I mean, right? Where is thrills of life, right? Where is the amazement? You get what I'm saying? God put us here for more than that. Way more. That was added in. That was added in. Okay? By man. By the powers that be. Alright? So, I'm going to leave this video right here. We'll talk in another video. So I don't want to make these too long. Alright? But love you guys, beloved. Very much. I love you guys. You know that. And listen to your spirit. Okay? Listen to your spirit. Alright? Practice listening to your spirit. Sit in your room when nobody's home, okay? Turn the TV off, turn everything off. Sit there and listen to your spirit. Ask questions and listen to the answer from your spirit. Okay? Alright, I love you guys, beloved. Talk to y'all later, beloved. Peace.